After years of visiting websites ending in .com or .org, hundreds of new top-level domains are on their way, and the race to grab them is a kind of Wild West. Donuts Inc. may sound like a coffee shop, but the company's name has little to do with what they actually bill itself as, an investment group. The company is putting in a big bid, $57 million, by over 300 of these top-level domains, including .doctor, .school, and now some experts are wondering why an investment group called Donuts needs so many web domains. Craig Timberg details this whole complicated thing in a story in the Post today. So I think first we just need to explain what these top-level domains are. Like Amazon wants .books. Like, how's this all going to work?
Right. So the final letters in a web address, .com, .org, .edu, are the familiar ones. There have been a relatively small number of them since the internet was born a couple of decades ago. And so what's happening now is that the organization that oversees web addresses is creating hundreds and hundreds of more of them. It could be more than 1,400 by this time next year.
Right now there's just like 22 or something.
It's 22. And so, believe it or not, there's a lot of money in this, which is why Google wants .buy, which is why Amazon wants .book. In fact, Google wants .book as well. There's a fight for some of these more popular ones. The story focuses on the effort by some sort of less known players to grab large numbers of these domains, in a bid to create businesses.
And part of the corporate concern, we were talking about this before we started, if you're Walmart, all of a sudden now you need to worry about all these permutations of your name.
Right, so part of what's going on is that these big established companies already spend an awful lot of money playing defense to protect the reputations of their brands online. So if you're Walmart, you need to have wall-mart.com, you need to have wall-mart.net, right? You need to have Walmart without any dashes.com. And so, having to buy up all of the potential domains that your customers may type into a computer so that something else doesn't end up getting to those customers is an expensive proposition. Companies say that they spend tens of millions of dollars protecting their online reputations from people who just do something called cyber squatting, where if you just change a single character in a domain name, you get something totally different. In some cases, they're fraudsters.
Right, we've all typed the wrong thing and ended up in surprising. That ain't Gmail.
Yeah, right.
So then, is that what it appears Donuts Inc. is doing? They're kind of squatting, prospecting?
It's hard to know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with applying for a bunch of these domains. What caught people's attention is that they've applied for 307 of them, which is more than anyone else by far. And some of the members of this new group, this Donuts group, used to work at another company that has a reputation for allowing spammers to use their internet services. And so, these companies say, look, it isn't our fault that spammers use our services. There's no reason why we can't manage these domains responsibly. But there's a lot of concern among some industry watchdogs and among some of these major companies that worry about cyber squatting, that worry about spam.
I was really concerned the internet wasn't complicated enough. So I'm happy to learn of these developments.
Right.
Craig, thanks a lot.
My pleasure.